So, who are you?
My name's Sean Butterman. I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I ride Supermoto professionally for PJ's Motorcycles and MVD Raceway.
And where are we at?
We're in Sturgis, South Dakota, racing Supermotos in downtown city streets.
So, and what do you think about
I think the track here is really unique, and it's a really neat experience to kind of have a track that runs through the downtown main, first, second, and third, and it's really cool how they shut it all down and build this unique racetrack with dirt sections, and fans can line it, enter for free, and it's just a really good time. It's a unique track, so it's not what we necessarily our norm is. It's a little more slick, but that just adds to kind of the experience and makes it a lot of fun.
So, you raced both classes today. How was it going, other than when we see the obvious footage?
Today, I would say it was a good learning experience, and got some good things to take for it. I qualified better in the 450 class than I ever have, with a second place coming from last on the grid. So I was really pumped on that and wanted to carry the momentum into the main event. In the lights class, I got second in the heat race again, both times to Joey Pasquarella. And so I was pumped after qualifying. Everything was going really good, having a ton of fun on the track. And the main event, 450 came first, and got together with my buddy Timmy V first lap, and we both went down. And I tried my best and came through the pack as best I could and ended up sixth. It was pretty solid though. And then the lights class, got the whole shot, and was just probably pushing a little too hard for how the track was, and went down the first dirt section. Got back up, started charging, came back to around fourth or fifth, and tossed her again really good. And, got up, had to move some levers around, and put my head down the rest of the race, caught back up to fifth. Happy to live here.
So when you go down like that, it's just really a big adrenaline dump, and you kind of have to control yourself a little bit when you take off.
Yeah, it definitely, adrenaline kicks in, so you're not feeling like some of this. I'm already starting to kind of feel some of my joints get a little stiff, but it was definitely adrenaline. Which the other thing I was stoked on is the last few years, it seems like every time I hit the ground, I broke something, and I hopped right up from that one, relatively unscathed. So I was definitely happy to be walking after that.
So you guys got one more race in the series?
Yep.
When's that?
It's going to be Las Vegas in November.
So do you just race Supermoto, or do you race anything else?
Primarily race Supermoto. I race motocross and try to dabble in flat track when I can. In New Mexico, we don't have much of we really don't have any Supermoto scene in New Mexico, so we kind of just come to the nationals and throw down.
So when did you start racing?
I started racing motocross when I was 6 years old. Got into road racing when I was 13 for 2 years on GP RS 135s. And that transitioned into Supermoto in 2003 when the AMA created a pro series for it. And it just seemed like the coolest thing, and having the background that I do in moto and road race, it was the best of both worlds. And ever since then, it's been like every time I get on a Supermoto, it's the most fun I've ever had on a dirt bike. And it's just, you can't replicate that anywhere else, or go to the venues that Supermoto goes to, like the downtown streets of Sturgis, or unique race facilities that are purpose built. It's just the most fun I can have.
So it seems like a few years ago Supermoto was real big and then kind of died out, and now to me it seems like it's coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Supermoto in 2009, the AMA Pro stepped back from it, and it dwindled for a few years with no one really running a solid pro series around that went nationwide. And in 2011, Matt Stewart started running a series with a few other people, and he's gone from making a real grassroots effort to something that's real professional, and him partnering with Joe Agley in the AMA has been huge this year. I've seen a big turnaround. Like Dunlop Tires has started re-importing Supermoto tires, and that's huge. To have companies obviously see the want, or obviously they see a return in investment on something if they're going to re-import stuff or remanufacture stuff for Supermoto specific. So it's definitely growing, and Matt has a real good game plan with it, including amateurs at all the races, because I think that's real important to have amateurs and have them be able to ride the same track as the pros and have a nice stepping stone to see what the next level is and get them there.